Hello, so now I'm going to show you something crazy, okay? I'm just going to go pull down all the changes that I did on my other computer, and I'm going to show you something that is kind of cool. So I've been working a lot on this. So I've separated everything into different parts. So we have the Apollon, which is the graphical user interface, and we have the column, which is the like the core, and then we have the Hermes, which is a programming language that I wrote for my game engine. So that is basically what I'm going to show you today. I wrote my own programming language that we're going to use. And Leto is the launcher, the Leto launcher. So all of these are Greek gods, and like Hermes is he's a god that he like provided language to people. So that's why I named my programming language Hermes. So okay, let's start. So first I'm gonna compile everything on this computer. So we're gonna start compiling the core, I guess. So sudo make install. Okay, so that is installed. Now we want to go and we're gonna install the Hermes. Clean sudo make install. Okay, there we go, and we're gonna install the launcher. I don't think it has a install. No. Okay, cool. So let's make a game, I guess. So let's make a game using my engine. So first off, I want to tell you that the graphical user interface. Actually, let's boot that one up first. I'm just going to show you that it's not really. You can't really use it yet to make games. You have to make games without it. But all right, so I added this key here. So if I press insert, oh, it crashed. Why did it do that? So that's pretty weird. Oh, it's probably because I've changed stuff to the wait, why is it using the old stuff? It's using the old stuff. Why is it using the old stuff? Make clean. There we go. So I added this the tomato thing you see here, it's actually loaded from, let me show you. So if I go into the if I go into the Apollo directory, it's actually loading that from an actors.txt, and it's using Hermes. So this is the programming language that I wrote. So I have defined, like, I can add other stuff here too. Like if I want to, like, these are this is like an asset. If you think of like Unity, this is like an asset, okay? So the tomato here is an asset, and the only properties that it currently has is a width and a height and a texture. But the cool thing here is you can actually add Hermes script behavior to it. But we're not going to do that in Apollon right now. I'm just going to show you that. I could have done like object caret is equal to whatever, and it's just probably not going to compile just because I haven't really. Okay, so that works. So as you can, oh, I spelled carrot wrong. Anyway, so it loads that, and then it inserts. So this is like the level designer, and you're supposed to be able to like create assets from this menu here. But anyway, that's for another video. Okay, so now let's say we want to make a game. but we're not going to use Apollon because it's sort of broken and it's not usable right now. So let's just, what? That's pretty weird. So let's just, oh, I got caps lock or some shit. So let's make a game, okay? So we're just gonna make our game using Lito in the core. So let's say we wanna let's make it from scratch, okay? So let's say we wanna have like okay, so we define our scenes in this file. So we do like object main. So this is our main scene, okay? And this is my own programming language, Hermes, that I wrote. Now we can do like int r is equal to, let's say we want a pretty red background. So this is the background color of our scene. And we want to have some entities, some actors in our scene. So to do that, you just do actors is equal to. And these are objects, and these are like abstract. This is only coordinates for where they are supposed to be in the scene. Okay, so so let's say we actually let's make a type name is equal to. So what kind of actor do we want to have there? Let's make it let's say we want to have a dog, okay? And let's say we want that at the position 640. No, let's make it 300. 300. And it has support for 3D, but it's like not. I haven't implemented, but it has support for it. Okay, so we have to write C there as well. Okay, so now we have a dog in our scene. We won't really be able to see it yet though, because we haven't defined what the dog is. So in the actors file here, I define stuff, you know. So like I define actors. So these are the actor definitions. So if I do like object dog, now I can define dog here, and it's gonna look at this dog name here. It's gonna map that to this here. Okay. So okay, so let's define a dog here. Let's make it. Let's say we want that to be int with 64 pixels. 64 pixels. And of course we want a texture, so I'm gonna steal a texture from the internet. Wait, my camera disappeared. So there we go. So I'm gonna steal a texture from the internet just to show you guys. So we want to do dog texture sprite. So we're gonna steal texture. So which one do we want? I want to use a PNG. Okay, it was PNG. Right, so let's download this one. Save it. Why is it called? It's kind of weird name. It's kind of weird name. It's kind of weird name. No, I don't like that dog. I don't like that dog. What if we use this dog instead? We're just gonna use this dog instead. Save image as good dog. Okay, so now we wanna we're just gonna move it to here. No, that's wrong. Pictures, good dog. We're gonna move it here. Okay, so now we can do string texture is equal to res in good dog.png. And now maybe let's remove this tomato thing. I don't want it. So let's say we want some behavior to that dog, like we want to script it somehow. Then we could do string source code is equal to res scripts dog.he. So my file extension is he for Hermes script. So now, okay, so let's see if we can boot up our game. So let's just see if everything looks correct. So we have a scene, we have some actors. We have one actor, it's a dog, XYZ, and it's inside. We have defined the dog here. Its width is 64 pixels, its height is 64 pixels. The texture is a good dog.png. The source is res scripts dog.he. Okay, so we haven't created that script, so it's gonna crash. I don't know if let's just see if we can boot. Okay, so why did it crash? It's kind of weird. Unexpected. Why did it crash? Dog. Okay, so maybe it's I've probably done something weird here. Int by int c, type name is equal to the dog, object main is equal to list actors. So it's still crashing for some reason. I don't know my own programming language. Is equal to. That should do it. No. Why is it not working? It's pretty weird. It's really weird. Object dog is equal to list actors is equal to maybe I need to do that. I don't remember. No. Was expecting 5. Oh, I forgot to say string. No. Okay, so there we go. We got a dog. You see, we got a dog there, and we got a pretty red background. So now, we created a game here. Okay, so let's say we want that dog to move or something. So then you can actually use my programming language. So if we go here into the dog script, we can do ref actor. So what this means is that, okay, so ref is short for reference, and we're referring to a variable called actor. So what my game engine does, it's that it, actually what Lido does is that it has its own reference in its memory called actor, and that is basically the actor that you're currently working with. I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, so this, you can think of this as an object basically. So let's say my programming language has support for functions, so I can do things like this: void move up. Okay, then I can do actor.y is equal to actor.y minus 1. Okay, so now this will not do anything because we haven't called that function. So now we can, if we call this function, the dog should move up. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So like, you can program behaviors in this programming language. We can create another function called move left. Actually, I wanted to move right. And we can do actor.x is equal to actor.x plus 1. And so we're going to move right, and we're going to move up at the same time. So yeah, that's basically what I've been working on. I've been mostly working on this programming language and integrating it with the game engine. So the programming language is not really complete yet. It has a few, it's not really doing all the things I wanted to do. for example, you cannot do plus. Like maybe you wanted to do something like plus plus or something like that. That wouldn't work right now, and also plus equals doesn't work. Okay, so that doesn't work. It's very strict at this point. So okay, so that's basically the programming language. Now you can actually use this programming language outside of the game engine if you. So like I can if I go into Hermes and I like there's the programming language binary. So if I can like I think I have a script here. Yeah, so like let's say we go into Hermes and we like let's create a file here called show off.he. So like let's write some stuff here. Maybe we want to do object person is equal to, and then maybe the person has a name, John, and then maybe we want to do while true print person dot name or something. I don't know. And we can actually run this file. Like that, or like maybe while x, and we do int x is equal to 100, print person, let's print x as well, and then we do x equals to x minus 1. There we go. So yeah, so that's what I've been spending a lot of time on. It's the programming language, and maybe I can show it a little bit too. So it's a basic Lexer AST parser visitor interpreter. Okay, so but anyway, we have the AST object here, and we have the parser parses a bunch of stuff, and we have the runtime, of course. So the oh yeah, we have the Lexer as well. So if you don't know how that stuff works, it's the Lexer basically takes text and turns it into a stream of tokens. So yeah, and a token is basically just an object with a value and a type, and then the parser uses that stream of token to build an AST tree, which is, I don't know if it's like a sort of fractal tree, or maybe it's called recursive. I don't know. It's the tree is sort of recursive. So yeah, and then we have the runtime, and it basically recursively visits every node in that tree, and it performs actions to that. So what I did to get this stuff working in the to be able to like script objects and stuff in the game engine, like you can see the Lido here as like a wrapper for your game. It's the launcher for a game. Okay, so so the actor implementation here has the Hermes runtime inside of it, and it has a reference. So here's the runtime reference actor, and that is when I typed ref actor here, that reference is actually pointing to this variable here, which has an x and a y coordinate, for example. And then the actor implementation is just updating its position according to whatever you do with that reference. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I was like programming on this the whole night, so I'm pretty tired. I think I'm gonna take a little break from this. Actually, it's a lot of fun, but wow, it really fries your brain to work on this stuff. Like especially when I worked on the programming language. God, I've been so angry with that one. But I think it turned out pretty cool. Um, so yeah. And also, we're not gonna have, we're not gonna have for loops in the programming language. I think, because you can do whatever. I think it's good enough with you can do while loops, and you don't want people to do too many loops. Like you don't want people to loop a lot inside of the game loop, you know. And if you have to loop, you can use the while loop. To do whatever it is you want to do. So it doesn't have support for everything yet. For example, it's kind of impossible to do like collision detection and stuff inside of the programming environment right now with Hermes, because I haven't exposed all the methods in there yet. But I'm going to do that. So like, I'm thinking maybe you should have, we're gonna have like something like this, like ref actor list or something, and this contains all the actor in the current scene so that you can perform collision detections and stuff. But right now I feel like I just have to take a break. I have been programming so much with this, you know. Yeah. What if and also this is not like right now it generates like you have to use the Lido launcher now to launch a game that you have created using my game. Using no, actually you don't have to. Like you can use the column. Yeah, you can actually write your game in pure C using the column library. But like if you're making, like that's one way to make a game using my engine. You can just write it in pure C and using my column as a library. And another way is to actually write the game using Hermes script, okay? So, but I have another plan as well, and that is to actually have the Apollon game designer software to like generate pure C code for you. But that's for, I think actually told you in another video that was what I was going to do. But I think I'm going to yeah, we're gonna wait with that a little bit, and I'm gonna try to implement this scripting language first, because yeah, it's pretty fun actually, but yeah, it definitely fries your brain to implement it. I feel like I feel like a different person after I finished that one. Like my brain is not the same that it used to be, you know. So, anyways, I just wanted to show you this. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope I will see you in another video.